For the second year in a row, the Clay Chalkville Cougars are in the 6A state championship game. We'll talk about their gritty victory over the Austin Black Bears, and we'll preview their opponent for the championship, the Spanish Fort Toros, as Tribune Sports Live starts now.
Here we are, going to another Super 7. Coach, just how does it feel to be moving on again, heading to another state championship opportunity?
Well, it's exciting. I mean, to go back-to-back, state championship games is an unbelievable accomplishment. We talked to the kids all year about this is the toughest thing you'll ever do. To keep your composure, to be mature enough to prepare every single week, to get to this point. It's amazing. It's an amazing group of kids and assistant coaches, man. Great time to be at Clay.
Coach, it was such a slugfest tonight.
Yeah.
But there late in the fourth quarter, you guys got the ball back with a 3-point lead.
I thought in the second half, despite the score, we had the lead. All right, we got a turnover and we got some stops. Once we made the adjustments and got a few stops, and they hit some third downs on just scramble plays. So I felt then we were starting to get a little bit of will imposed on them. The interception there probably should have been a touchdown, I think. But, it is what it is. I was proud of the kids for playing like they played. They got the job done, and no matter what anybody says, we got one shot, play a great Spanish Fort team, see what we can do.
Coach, to get those stops, you had to contain a pretty dynamic quarterback that they've got.
I don't know how many yards he had rushing, but it couldn't have been very much. We felt like that was the key to the game. And, the little scheme they came out with was a little bit different for us. And so it took us to halftime to kind of look at that and dissect it. We kind of got that fixed, and then he started throwing. And he's a better thrower than I thought, because we really wanted him to throw, and he proved to me, that's an incredible kid, incredible athlete. Well, what a great job Coach Perkins has done out here at Austin.
Coach,
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Coach, a big key for your offense was converting those third downs, especially in the first half. How'd you feel about the way your guys?
That's key every game. Look, these four teams in the Final Four are quality football teams. It's not going to be a 50-10 boat race anymore. Whoever wins third down and whoever gets the turnover usually wins the game. I mean, both teams were extraordinarily sound in the kicking game. That's two well-coached teams doing a great job, and our kids executed. Hats off to them.
Thanks a lot, Coach, and congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well, all right, Quintavious, here we are sitting here.
Yes, sir.
After the game, you guys obviously clinched another win.
Yes, sir.
Now you're headed to the Super 7 in Tuscaloosa next week, man. Just how does that feel?
It feels awesome because, we work our butts off every day. Since August, we worked our butts. Since the summer, we worked our butts off. And it's just a blessing. Like I said, thank God for this opportunity, because if it weren't for him, we would never been here,
Absolutely.
And so just thank him.
Man, you guys obviously did work tonight on that defensive front. You knew that you were facing a tough offensive front, a tough quarterback to contain, man.
Yes,
what was the plan coming into this game tonight?
Well, our plan was just, be physical, show everybody what we can do because, nobody can believe we can do it, So we already had a lot of motivation going into the game. So I just figured okay, I told the whole defense, let's go out here and do what we do every day at practice. Let's grind, let's physical, let's play dog football basically. So we got out to them, they got to us. It was a good football game, So.
You guys came up with a big stop there in the fourth quarter. It set your offense up with an opportunity. Only 4 minutes left in the game. You guys had a 3-point lead.
Yes,
can you just tell me the confidence you had in your offense at that point to put this one away?
I had a lot of confidence in my offense. The offense carried us and we carried the offense. We were a team together, so that made us a team too, So by them, carrying the offense and us carrying the defense, we just do what we do every day.
There's one more step to get to 30-0, back-to-back state championships, man.
Yes,
What's it going to take to grind through and get this last one?
Just grind out, pray hard, and, just be physical. That's what we do. We're a physical team, so we can go out there and play physical football.
Awesome, man. Quintavious, congratulations, man.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Good evening and welcome to Tribune Sports Live. I'm Zach Steele. Kyle Parmley sitting in with us tonight. Kyle, welcome.
Hey, it's good to be here. Thanks for having me.
All right, Clay Chalkville made it 29 wins in a row with a hard-fought 45-35 win over Austin last Friday night. Just a tough, gritty performance for Clay.
Yeah, and I think this resilience that they've shown is being built up. You know, they've had a lot more close games this postseason than they did last year, and man, they're really rising to the occasion every week, taking every team's best shot. And they did it again against Austin last Friday night. They took their best shot, and they came out on top.
It was a high-scoring game, a little back and forth in the first quarter, tie game after one quarter, 14-14. Clay goes on a little bit of a run, gets up 28-14. Austin answers back, and then Clay, a really nice drive following an interception by Amari Holloway.
Yeah, they came down right before the half, and probably one of the key drives of the game. Right before the halftime bell, they answer with the Ty Pigram pass to A.J. Walker just outside the end zone. He gets in, and that gives them a 2-touchdown lead going into the break. Really big momentum swing for them there.
Now Austin came out. They didn't go away. No. They came right back out. They drove down the field to start the third quarter, get a touchdown, make Clay punt a couple of times. Clay gets a field goal in between, and then Austin scores to set up a little bit of drama here, making it 38-35 in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and you know, we have talked about this all year long, that Clay, if you're going to beat them, you have to capitalize on every little opportunity. And their offense goes in a little bit of a lull with a couple punts, like you said. And even at that, when Austin answers them, they're still behind in the game, and you just know that final surge is coming for Clay Chalkville, and that's what they did.
The Cougars get a good kickoff return after the touchdown, and it set up a short field, a 6-play drive. They chew up the rest of the clock, and they get in with a Ty Pigram touchdown with 2:11 left to go.
Yeah, it's just unbelievable how I believe all 6 plays were run plays in that last drive. Just how this offense can do anything it wants to. They're quick strike all year long, but then when they need to take some time off the clock and just pound the ground game, they're able to do it, and it's incredible to see.
Victor Garth, the Austin quarterback, was very impressive in this ball game, but Ty Pigram was just a little bit better.
Yeah, Victor Garth is a guy that I've seen play earlier this year in their first round game against Pennsylvania, and he can do everything. He's a load running the football, but he can throw it too. So this is a really good battle at quarterbacks for sure.
The Clay defense did a really nice job with Garth for the most part. He only had 73 yards rushing. Now compare that to the week before. He had 250 plus against Gardendale. His passing numbers were a bit pedestrian as well. He's 14 of 37, so not a great percentage for 270 yards in this one.
Yeah, but with those 14 completions to get 270 yards, they were able to get some big plays. And even 73 yards rushing for a quarterback is pretty good. The week before against Gardendale, he was just unbelievable. But he was able to have some success. You know, he threw a lot of incompletions, but those 270 yards, that's a lot of big plays thrown in there.
Ty Pigram, 5 total touchdowns in this one. He does what he always does. 5 total touchdowns, 3 rushing, 2 passing. He had efficient passing numbers, 10 for 18 for 169 yards, 2 touchdown passes. They were playing with a short field a lot due to some short kickoffs, so that made his numbers look a little bit stunning.
Yeah, but as we've said, I mean, what else can this kid do? I mean, he's come in. Clay Chalkville has won 29 in a row behind this kid, and anytime they faced any adversity, I mean, he just comes up with play after play after play.
Well, this was a tough test for Clay Chalkville, and folks may not know that, but this was a really good team they played. We've mentioned before, they beat the 2 number 1s in 7A earlier this year. They've beaten Spain Park. They've beaten Bob Jones. Spain Park playing for the 7A state championship tomorrow night. So they've taken on a really good team, gone to their place, a very hostile crowd, and Clay gets the victory. Now, Spanish Fort and Clay for the state championship.
Yeah, it's going to be a tremendous matchup. Austin is a team that was very good. Clay took their best punch, wins by 10. So coming up this week, it's going to be incredible.
Well, when we come back, we're going to preview Spanish Fort and talk a little bit about their semifinal victory when we return.